Welcome back. Well, Claremont Speedway played host on Saturday night to the Granite State Coors Tour 100 race. In preliminary action, Barney McRae looked to be the man as he took the first heat in the semi-main. In the second heat, the action picked up with Kevin LePage taking the win, while local drivers Paul Richardson and Tom Quinney finished a very respectable third and fourth. In the third heat, the competition really got heated as Rick Craven took off with a quick lead, only to be eliminated with this spin caused by a busted water pump. Herbie Simpson then took the lead. After a few laps, Jamie Obie got by Herbie, and finally at the checker flag, Robbie Crouch slipped into second place. The feature was filled with yellow lights. Paul Richardson held the lead until lap 48 when Kevin LePage took over. At the flag, LePage held on to win, but Paul was spun out just before the checker. Some bad luck there. It was a rough day for Paul. So, Paul, tell us how it happened. How did you get past there by LePage?
It was we took the lead over on lap 30, 32. Then on lap 48, a slower running car, and I don't mean a tenth or two off the pace. He was a good 2 to 3 seconds off the pace. We had already put him down 5 laps. They gave him the passing flag. I don't know, evidently he didn't see it. Pulled right in front of me and slowed down. So the second place car took the point, and I dropped in behind him. And we ran second right up until the last lap. We worked over Kevin LePage pretty good, but you know, Kevin was running a good solid groove, and we just couldn't beat him. On the last lap, coming out of the turn for the checkered, the 11 of Claude Leclerc, he just put me out, and I sat there, and I could reach out and grab the finish line, but you know, all the cars went by, so we had to take a last spot finish.
Okay, did you feel when he hit you on the last lap that it was intentional, or was it a racing incident?
No, it was intentional. Even in the heat, the first heat of the day, he was behind me, and he was beating on the back bumper. He got me out sideways once, then he come over and apologized to me, and I says, no problem, as long as we didn't spin out or anything, no damage. But even in the feature, he was running third the last 40 laps, and he was pounding me off and on all the way through. So, I don't know, just one of those days, one of those guys that when they get behind the wheel, they turn off the brain, I guess.
Well, some interesting comments from a very discouraged Paul Richardson of Georgetown there. Well, Kevin LePage, he took the win, and it was his second of the year. Kevin, how did that win feel for you?
I'm lost for words, you know. I've been thinking all night what I'm going to say to people after, you know, they interview me and saying, well, you know, you're back, you're financing your own car, you got a car that's 10 years old, can it win? And it does win. You know, I guess my main concern is, and my main statement is, money don't buy wins. You know, you got to put the combination together as a crew, the driver, and the car, and we proved it last night.
Last night, Paul Richardson kind of got the short end of the stick in some lap traffic. Did you see any of that operation?
Yeah, I was running hard with Paul, and we come up on the lap car, and the lap car drifted up in front of him, and he got stuck behind him, and I dove to the inside. You know, it got me the race. It was a tough break for him, but that's racing, you know. I've been in those predicaments before, and, you know, it's tough. It's a tough break.
Now, how about the rest of the season? Will you be able to afford to run the remainder of the schedule?
Well, the car keeps going the way it's been, and, you know, we keep finishing races. I think we can, you know, squeeze it in. If not, you know, I'm always looking for sponsor help, you know, to get tires and gas money to get me to these races. It's tough being, you know, financing on my own pocket.
If you have a strong last 4 races on the season, will you be able to get back into the top 10 in points?
If I could win the next 3, I think I could, you know. But, you know, it all depends on how everything goes, you know. Everything worked super last night. The car worked good, the lap traffic worked perfect for me. You know, everything just ticked, and we just hope today will do the same thing.
Well, as you can see, a very excited Kevin LePage, and a good reason to be. Okay, we take a break. We're going to come back and go to Barre, Vermont, where we're going to look at the home of the Thunder Road in the running of the Booth Brothers Milk Bowl. We'll be back to show you that in a moment.
Quite a field we have assembled here, Dan, for the Milk Bowl, which is a rather unique event, running 3 segments with a point system to determine the overall champion.
Well, the qualifying this afternoon